Today I'm going to talk you through printing with a polystyrene printing block. So you can take a polystyrene printing block, they're really thin polystyrene, and you can draw on them with a pencil just like you would as if it's paper. Your pencil should leave a little mark like a groove in the block, but you don't need to press too hard. You don't need to try and push your pencil through. Just draw as if you were drawing normally on paper, and that will be enough to make your mark in the block. Draw out your favourite design from the design ideas you drew last week. Remember, this is for your packaging, for your food product, and should represent the country that you are working with, whether that's England, Northern Ireland, Wales, or Scotland. I decided that I would draw a rose and use red ink to represent England. So when I've finished, I'll hold up my rose and you can see how I've drawn it on my block, but I'm not pressing too hard, just as I would if I was drawing on paper. So now my block drawing is finished. I'll hold it up for you to see. And where I've drawn, there are little grooves in the polystyrene block. And that's what will form my print. If you run your finger over them, you should be able to feel that they go down slightly into the polystyrene. Now it's ready to ink. So I'm using red for my red rose to represent England. Obviously you can choose a different colour depending on the country you're representing. And remember that you need to fully roll out your ink to make sure that the roller is evenly covered. The ink should be slightly sticky and should coat all of the roller. Now it's time to ink on the block, and I'm covering the whole block with ink, and you'll see your design appear as you cover your block with ink. Now you want to cover every single bit of it, all the corners and the edges, evenly with ink. Once it's completely covered and you're happy, you'll be able to start printing it on paper. So you can take a piece of paper, or you can do it directly in your book. Place your printing block down, and if you press firmly on the back of it, kind of rub it all over with your hands flat to make sure that the block is really touching the paper. And also you can flip it over and rub it again on that side. I like using the flat bit of my hand to make sure I'm getting good coverage, good contact between the inked printing block and my paper. And now it's time to reveal. And that's my print. I'm really happy with how this has come out. We've got good even colour and my lines are really clear. So now with printing, you can keep going, so you can print more and more and more, which for your packaging will be really helpful because you can cover each section of your packaging with a different version of your print. I'm now going to help my daughter, who is helping me, print hers. She's going to use the roller to cover her print, and she's making sure that she's got ink all over the roller, and then she's going to cover every single section of her design . Covering all the corners and the edges, ensuring a nice even coating. And then when she's ready, once again we're going to print on paper. She missed a corner there. So I'm putting the paper down, and we put the printing block down on top of it, and then we press down really, really hard. Rub all over the other side to ensure that there's good contact. And remember, with printing, the idea is that you can keep printing and you can print lots and lots of the same design. And there's her print.